One thing that I believe is this: Jiu-Jitsu change people for better. Okay, that's the idea. So this guy, I remember when he first started here, was overweight. I'm not going to say that he was unhealthy or healthy because I'm not a doctor, but he was overweight. If being overweight means unhealthy, he was unhealthy. And he started training. I remember that time he smoked cigarettes. You know, comes out here with the gear, smells cigarettes, say what the hell, you know. But he kept training, Today he's one of the toughest guys in the school. And again, his whole family training, his kids, his son, everybody's tough as hell. So, Chewy, step forward.
Back in 2012, I was looking for a place where I could lose weight. I was 265 pounds. Julie was 212. And we were trying to look for motivation so we can continue going to the same exercise. And we weren't able to find anything until we actually decided to stop by. We were driving west town, we saw Gracie Barra with Janetta, and we had Freddie, so we tried to use him first as an excuse to see how he liked it, and he loved the class. I saw Professor Upiano give him the class, and the way he was teaching it was amazing. It was very easy for me to understand, and you were a big part of that decision for me to be at the school. The way you treat my kids, my wife, your staff, everybody. It's like an uncle and aunt to my kids, and I appreciate that. No other school would give that to me, and it's only here, and it's because of you. All the hours looking from all these guys right here. My I think it was 6 months doing the jiu-jitsu. I had already my stripes. I thought it was tough, and then I met Frank. He was 285, and he was the only guy that could be close to my weight, so I had to roll with him for like 6 months, non-stop. So jiu-jitsu would throw me challenges for me to quit, and then I was able to push myself. Also, with the help of my wife and my kids, I have to also push the pace at home and show them that it's possible. I have Freddie right now, my kid, my oldest. He's at Oklahoma. He's undefeated wrestler because of his coach, his professor as well, and my kids also there in the best shape possible, my wife as well. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You changed our life.
This person, being a student for 11 years since the day I opened the school, become a personal friend, was at my wedding, and before I remember he traveled out of state, sometimes out of country, and he flew to Houston every Friday to do a private, okay? Never miss. Sometimes I'm the one who miss. I say I can't teach the private today. I feel bad because he flew from another place just to get here. So I'm really happy today to promote this guy to the rank of a black belt. Welcome, my friend, Professor Peter.
I really appreciate being here with the professor. First 6 years, I worked right around the corner. So I'd come religiously Monday to Wednesday, and it was great. And then I got a different job, and I had to travel, and all I could do was Friday. So there was a Gracie Barra Pearland 3 miles from me, but I'm not going there. This is my professor. This is my school. So all I could do is Fridays, and that's what I did. So I would keep coming Fridays. I don't tell my guys to work. I would fly in from Germany, take the early flight, get here at 2, come into class. I love those Fridays, and it means everything to me. I've seen Professor help so many people. He's such a good guy. It's been a real pleasure. And there's so many good people here, so many good stories. It's too short to tell. I mean, Brad's grandmother's house was flooded. He said, help. 30 jiu-jitsu guys in there helping the next day. It was great, right? Philip, I don't see Philip for 2 years. Philip says, hey, I'm like the last guy that started at the second week when it opened. You need help, you need training, I'll help you. So professors made this environment where we help each other. And jiu-jitsu is challenging, very challenging. Even more challenging if you're dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. So I get in there, I'm like left hand, right hand, up, down, I have no idea. So what I had to do was place a hand and then work from there. One less thing to worry about. So if you're struggling with jiu-jitsu, it doesn't mean you're dyslexic. That's not the moral of the story. The moral of the story is Find what works for you. If you're going to keep a journal, keep a journal. If you're going to take videos, take videos. If you're going to drill, Professor Ignacio loves drilling. Drill. Do what helps you progress. And then lastly, just keep coming. Don't stop, because if you stop, you get in your head like everybody's going past you. It doesn't matter. You're on this journey by yourself. It doesn't matter if somebody's going to go ahead of you, somebody gets promoted ahead of you. You're on your journey. Enjoy it. It's jiu-jitsu for everybody. It really is. I got soft off his hands, but I love this sport as much as when I started. Thank you.
Next one. Guys been training with me for years and years. And every Tuesday and Thursday, we train a private. So the other day I showed a text message to Pedro. I said, that's how he texts me. What time we fight tomorrow? Not a training, it's a fight. And he comes right here ready to fight. And I come ready to fight. But he never complain, train all the way to the end. And I think the black belt means way more than just to be a tough person. Black belt means be a good person. And I might make mistakes because we're not perfect. You might give a black belt to somebody that is not a good person. But most of the time when I give someone a black belt, one thing that I look first to choose, to decide, is the character of the person. You know, so let's give a big hand, a big applause for my friend Charles. No, after the class, he left. I lay down on the floor aqui, você vê aquele nível mudo, this guy breaks everything on me. But on a train, I said, no, it didn't hurt.
Thank you. I began training jiu-jitsu back in 2009, and you know, I lifted all the weights I could possibly lift, and I wanted to do something that I thought might be a little more challenging, and so I decided to take jiu-jitsu. And you know, I just want to thank Upiano and all of the staff here for being such great people and great trainers. It's the best learning environment for jiu-jitsu I've seen. I've been to 2 or 3 different schools, and I believe that this school and this group is the best place to learn jiu-jitsu in Houston and probably in the country. I wasn't expecting to get my black belt, honestly. I've just come in to train, and I love it. I love the injuries. I love the pain. I love the hot baths I have to take for an hour to be able to go to the gym 2 days later after I train. But it's been a great experience, and getting my belt at Gracie Barra in Westchase, it means everything to me. If I could have chosen anywhere to get it, it would have been here. And I'm just very blessed to be able to train and work out with all the great athletes and jiu-jitsu practitioners that are here. Thank you so much.
So this guy, I think it was 2013, he moves, or 2012, he moves to Houston, and he started to train. I think he's already blue belt or something like this. And he told me, hey, I'm right here for work. I'm gonna stay 2 years. I'm gonna go back home. I have to work right there, 2 years. And then I will be back to United States just because I want to become a black belt. I didn't believe, because you know how many people come right here and say they're going to be a black belt? All of them. And they cut halfway, they give up the journey, because the journey always going to present some obstacles. It's not easy to overcome the obstacles. Even me, for a long time, I want to quit, I want to stop. Professor Pedro, Servando, we all probably go through the same process there. At one point we want to stop because we got to motivate. This guy never got to motivate. And he did what he said. He lived his life back in Mexico, moved to United States, and 2 years after he said, hey, Professor, I come back to become a black belt. I say, what about your job? He said, I quit my job. I'm going to find another job right here. So he lives a life that he have a very stable life to come right here, to live in 1-bedroom apartment with the kids, to become a black belt. So, Daniel. I was holding myself to don't cry because I have a lot of connection here.
Don't cry for the man, though.
Okay.
Sorry if I can't talk right now, okay? Just bear with me. such an honor to be receiving my black belt on this day by Professor Piano. He's been such a great friend, professor, a role model. And yes, he's right. I came here in 2011 and I had to return to Mexico. Obviously, everyone in my family were with tears in our eyes, man, because we really love this school a lot. And my wife and I promised to each other, we gotta come back. And we eventually did. And it has been an amazing, amazing journey here in the last few years here. I mean, I gotta tell you, we love everybody. We have created awesome bonds. I gotta thank you once again, Professor. You have been such a great friend, a role model. Pedro, man, you're my brother. You have given me so much knowledge, and not only about jiu-jitsu, but in life, man. You, man, really, I really admire you. You're such an inspiration. Servando, you're always giving me a hard time, man, but, man, we love you. I mean, you really care about our kids and everything. You're such an amazing guy. Everybody in my morning crew, man, I love you guys. Brad, you heard my rip, by the way. Brad, everyone, I mean, I love you guys. Last but not least, my beautiful wife, Ana Cecilia, I love you. Thank you so much. You're having such a great support for me.
This guy came to train. All his stuff is being with us not for too long. And one day I asked, hey, how long you train jiu-jitsu? He said, oh, no, I've been on this belt for 5-6 years. Okay, so he was not expecting this, but after I trained with him, I see his knowledge, and then I find out that he was a brown belt for too long. I say, you guys deserve the belt. Okay, so let's give a big hand, a big applause for my friend Rafik. He passed on the test, Pedro say. All the beats that you couldn't give, because a new person, when they comes to a higher belt, you're gonna get beat. So he passed on all the tests, never complain,
Guys, I don't know what to say. I think this belt means a lot to me. I haven't been here that long. I started training in the UK. It took me around 6 years, 7 years to get my brown belt, and I started traveling for work. And then COVID hit. So I had my brown belt for a really, really long time. And after COVID, where I was living before, we moved to Houston. Coming to Houston, I was looking for a place to train. I went around and I met someone here who's not here today, but Osama. Osama introduced me to Professor, and I came for the first day. And honestly, I have never met such a nice professor. There's a quality in leadership that I found, that you always want to see success in others. And I found everyone here, his loyalty, his pride, his focus is always to see all the ones here to succeed. When I started training, honestly, I got smashed. Frank laughed. I got smashed. The brown belt, I was down for a while. I came up, but you know what? I'm going to keep going. Every time I got smashed, I loved it. And the attitude of everyone in this gym is what kept me coming. And I just kept coming, and I really didn't expect this, and I'm really, really grateful to Professor to think that I'm worthy of it, and it's just the beginning of a new journey, to train harder, to focus on attention to detail, and just be a nicer person, and hopefully get to the level of you professors here, and just train harder. So again, thank you so much, Professor.
One of the hardest guys to choke right here is him. You put him on the choke, these guys, they never tap, and also they have a very good bottom game, half guard game, okay? So let's give a big hand, a big applause for my friend. One.
Very special day to get a black belt. Other than the black belt, probably like the blue belt was my most cherished belt in my opinion. First I want to say thank you to Professor Upiano, Ignacio. Everything that you learned today, Ignacio smashed me with every pass that you learned today. I just want to say thank you to everybody here. Everybody here is a killer. From like the white belts, the blue belts, the purple belts, the brown belts, the black belts. You're gonna get smashed, and you have to have a lot of heart and determination to keep coming back every day. And you're gonna have your good days, you're gonna have your bad days, but just keep showing up. You're gonna have your injuries, because I know I've had a lot of injuries lately. But hey, tie your hand in your belt, keep showing up, give it all that you have. Again, thank you, Professor Upiano, for you're one of the most loyal people I've ever met. Thank you for opening your door when one door closed. So I appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. Thank you.
So this guy has been with us for a long time. Always willing to help. Every time that I need, hey, I need to cover the cardio kickboxing class. He said, I do it. I need you to help on the kids. I do it. I need to teach Muay Thai. I do it. I need to be a DJ. I do it. Anything, yes, Pastor, whatever you need, I'm not here. So just tell me, I will be there. So today is a very special day, not just for me to give it to him a black belt, but also for him. Okay, so let's give a big hand, a big applause for Professor Lee.
So in 2008, I started training when I was in the Navy, and that's about 13 years of doing jiu-jitsu. And the reason I started, to be honest, is because I'm very insecure, and I really wanted to grow. So Eleanor Roosevelt said it best when it comes to growth is do one thing every day that scares you. So I'll wrestle Servando, or I'll try to pass Professor Frank's guard. But you know, with growth, jiu-jitsu helped me really get in touch with that. And so one of the things that I stopped to consider about the black belt is what it means to me. But to be honest, the only word that kept coming to mind was honor. And it's because I remember when I was a white belt, sparring against black belts, the result would always be the same. They knew my mistakes before I made them, and I'm trying to figure out how they predicted the future, but by that time, I'm already getting choked out. Afterwards, I would feel defeated and confused, but any advice given was golden, and that advice was very helpful, but it was also motivating. So that sped up my learning process, and I got caught up in a cycle of growth. And to think for a moment that my words can impact somebody's life like that is something that keeps me grounded. So, to me, honoring the Gracie Barra black belt is by doing that. And just to bring things to a close, I'd like to thank Opiano for letting me and my family grow in the gym. Thank you, Opiano. You changed my life over the last 10 years. Megan for watching John Danaher videos with me. Liz, Ben, Alex for practicing the sport I love. Mami, por ayudándome con los niños. Marcia, comadre, thank you for being here. Bangwai, Uncle, Grandpa Bill, thank you so much. And right now, I would like to take this moment to officially close a chapter in my life and begin the start of a new one. And so, Megan, could you please come forward? All of the things I've enjoyed in my life are tiny fragments of you. And the day that I met you, I started to think that maybe there's a plan to all this. So the next chapter in my life, I would like to open it not as you and I, but us as one.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so let's do this. I know everybody wants to go eat, okay? Everybody right here. And then we're gonna take a picture, okay? So the easiest way to line up will be like this. All this, oh no, hold on, I didn't finish it.